Welcome back to Sliced Red Deer. This is it, the big finale. 3 chefs battled it out all night long in the kitchen, had to work with mystery ingredients.
Okay, so we had Dana from Famoso, we had Pete from Sophear, and Cody from Montana's. They had to work with coffee, peanut butter, and capers.
Interesting combinations.
Like ridiculous. And there was a little bit of sweat. The tension was high. The dishes have been made. It's time to see what the judges think. All right, Dana, you can present your dish to the judges.
All right, I've made for you a savory funnel cake on the very bottom. And on top of that is a sausage and shrimp cake as well. Then there's an arugula salad that's been lightly dressed with balsamic and blackberries. Then around that you'll see there's like a basil cream sauce and then some fried capers just for good measure.
All right, Franco, you've had a chance to try Dana's dish. What are your thoughts?
It's got a lot of flavor to it. Very, very nicely done, Dana. One question I'm going to ask is, how did you incorporate the coffee?
So the coffee is inside of the sausage and prawn cake. Because the meat was raw, I couldn't exactly tell how much I was putting in.
Right.
So I was just trying to put some in and then smell it to see just how much aroma was coming off of it.
Right.
So I can't be certain that there's enough in there to really clench it.
Very tasty. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Moss, what do you think of Dana's dish?
I think the presentation is fantastic. It's an amazing presentation. My question is, what made you think of doing a funnel cake? How did you come up with an idea to do that?
Originally, it was actually supposed to be spetzel, but we weren't given flour in the basket, so I had to use the pasta sheets and dry them and then bust them up so that they kind of were back into flour. But it was not working out the way that I wanted to, so I ended up just kind of going way off the map. And it was really by accident that it turns out that they held together really well in oil as opposed to in water where they kind of fell apart.
Right.
So that's kind of where I went with it.
Yeah, great.
Chef Nan, can you taste those mystery ingredients?
I can taste the peanut butter for sure. And I can taste the capers. The coffee, I'm not picking it up.
Okay.
So otherwise, it's really good. What kind of heat do you have in your shrimp cakes? Spicy.
Well, the sausages that we were given were a mild Italian already.
Yeah.
So whatever kind of heat came with those sausages is kind of where I went.
Perfect.
So I didn't actually add any extra.
Good.
And Matt, tell me what you think.
Really quite impressed with the different flavors coming out in the meal. At this point, I would like to know, how you incorporated the peanut butter. I can get a lot of the flavor, but I just wanted to know how you incorporated it.
For sure. Well, in the funnel cake, I had actually already included crushed walnuts for texture. So it sort of seemed like a natural marriage. It was already kind of nutty to begin with. So I just actually added a bit more of the peanut butter into the funnel cake.
Yeah, they do seem to work really well together. So.
Awesome. Thank you.
Chef Pete from Sophear, you had 3 mystery ingredients to work with tonight: peanut butter, coffee, and capers. What have you created for the judges?
Well, for the salad part, I made a sweet sour peanut butter salad. And then we made gnocchi with a coffee cream sauce and some capers.
Looks beautiful.
Should wake you up if you're not awake yet.
All right, let's check in with the judges. First of all, Franco, what did you think of Chef Pete's dish?
Fantastic. Nice flavor. I'm not a presentation kind of guy, but awesome presentation, Pete.
Thank you.
Really rich flavor. You can taste the peanut butter sauce with the gnocchi. And the salad is excellent.
Thank you.
Let's move on to Maj. What did you think?
Presentation's amazing. The taste is amazing. The salad, I love the salad. The gnocchi's cooked perfect. It's great. Curious to see what your reaction was. I saw your face after you looked at your balsamic that was cooking there. Just wondering what was going through your head.
Yeah, they did radio me and said we need a smoke effect in the background. So actually, I wanted to do a balsamic reduction, and then it just didn't go with the ingredients. So I said, I'm not just going to waste it. I'm just going to burn it and not using it anyway. So good.
All right,
Thanks for pointing that out.
Let's move on to Man. Can you taste all 3 mystery ingredients in the dish?
So far, I can taste the peanut butter. I definitely can taste that. And the rest, I haven't gotten it yet. And the coffee sauce, I'm not getting it, but I might. I still might. There's still hope.
Let's move on to Matt. What'd you think of the dish?
Quite good. Again, as already repeated, great presentation. I do find that I can find almost all of the variety of flavors here and extremely good texture. So I quite enjoyed this meal.
Thank you.
Okay, Cody, explain to the judges what you've made for them.
I've made a Italian sausage, shrimp, and blackberry cannelloni with a caper, Kalamata Spanish style, tomato sauce, and I used the peanut butter and coffee and an arugula and cilantro pesto.
All right, Franco, you are tasting Cody's dish. What are your thoughts?
Very pleasant. Definitely not my mother's cannoli, but very nice. One question, what exactly was in the pesto?
It was cilantro, arugula, a couple scoops of peanut butter, and about a tablespoon of coffee. And olive oil as well, garlic. So.
I can definitely smell the peanut butter.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Maz, you've had a chance to dig in. Do you have any questions or thoughts for Cody?
Yes, he put a lot of work into this one, that's for sure. A lot of different flavors involved with it. It's very interesting. My question is, how did you incorporate the blackberry? I'm curious.
When I was sauteing my sausage and shrimp in for the stuffing, I just like reduced it in with the sausage, so it was kind of like a bit of a tartness and berry flavor to the sausage.
Interesting. Okay.
Chef Nan?
Yeah, it's really, I like it. It's good. You did a good job. I like the pesto on top. I'm not getting the coffee, and otherwise you did a good job.
Can you taste the peanut butter?
I can, but it's subtle enough that it's quite
I
pleasant.
was very worried because when I tasted it, I thought the coffee overpowered it, so I tried to put a little more of everything else. So,
Matt, the final words for Cody. What are you thinking? You've had a couple bites?
I'm quite enjoying it. I was wondering, what was the most challenging part of putting this together that you found here this evening?
definitely including the coffee into it. I thought it would work in the pesto. I tried to do a different pesto, didn't work, so I redid it. I thought this was better, but definitely bringing that coffee out without making it too bitter and overpowering, I think was definitely my biggest challenge.
Really happy to have you as a contestant.
Excellent, thank you.
Well, it's going to be a tough choice. Thanks, judges.
3 creative geniuses in the kitchen tonight, all very unique styles of cooking, but all had to work with the same mystery ingredients.
Yes, peanut butter, coffee, instant coffee, and capers. I'm at a loss because I'm trying to think of what I would have done. It's been an absolutely tense night.
Coming up, we'll find out who the winner of Sliced Red Deer is.